Hi, everybody. Welcome to TIA Now. We are in Washington, D.C. at the Fairmont Hotel, and we've just concluded a panel of industry experts discussing the ways in which their businesses are pivoting to address the changes in customer demand. Joining me are Mike Marcellin, Chief Marketing Officer, Juniper Networks, Kevin Mistally, Vice President, Marketing and Manufacturing, Sumitomo Electric Lightwave, and Kanchana Raman, CEO of Avian Networks. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So that was a great panel. So let me ask you, the first question is about what are some of the things that you're doing or deploying now to meet the evolving needs of your customers?
I think in some ways customer demands haven't changed. They're looking for someone to meet their, address their business challenge and provide them a solution to that. I think one of the interesting things that's happened though is that customers are hyper educated right now. They've got so much information, and so in some ways it's leveled the playing field for suppliers, but it makes it a little bit daunting for customers. So I think what we try to do is a much more consultative sale, and at this point with technology changing so quickly, they're looking for anyone that can kind of show them the way and help them get from point A to point B.
And are their expectations changing as well when they come to the table because they are so educated now?
I think from Sumitomo's perspective, absolutely, right? We absolutely see that the customers are more educated than they have ever been in the past. They are, demanding code development, right? It is no longer your sales guy opens his bag and hawks his wares. It is a listen to the customer need. It is a develop what they want if your portfolio of solutions doesn't have it. And it is do so extremely fast, days and weeks and months as opposed to longer periods to which we are traditionally used to. And while maintaining quality and low cost, often things that don't go well together.
I'm an entrepreneur, so one of the good things is, in terms of being nimble and agile, which is the need of the day with the customer, I think I'm well positioned and aligned in the B2B segment that I service. I think in terms of, looking at what our customers want today, it is to remove the cost out of the network. And anything we could do to co-create, innovate along with them to remove the cost and yet participate in advanced technologies, in terms of open, open systems, open stack, or even DevOps space in terms of network virtualization and trying to get the product to the market. And again, seamlessly being there for your customer while meeting consumer expectation, which is what our customers are really focused on, is to retain the consumer, reduce the churn, and again, meet the demands of the consumer.
What impact has virtualization or the cloud had on your customers' buying process?
Well, from my perspective, the cloud has changed everything. So Juniper sits on both sides. We actually, our technology powers some of the largest clouds on the planet, so we see it from that angle. But really every customer we're talking to is worried about the disruption, but also trying to seize the opportunity that the cloud provides. If you think about it, the cloud gives you unlimited access to compute, or virtually unlimited, seemingly unlimited. And so what that means is that 5 people in a garage can disrupt an entire industry because they have access to technology that they never really had before. And so I think the cloud has led to a level of disruption in the industry that we haven't ever seen before, and the pace of change is quick. But on the other hand, from an IT perspective, the cloud is a great opportunity to provide more agility to the business and to make IT much more of a strategic partner to the business.
Yeah, I would echo that. I also, from our perspective, the cloud has really shifted in some ways, not just customer buying processes, but customers. We used to service, or we do still service, enterprise data center customers. A lot of those customers are moving into multi-tenant, co-location, or out into cloud data centers. And so they become customers of a provider, and we now must become, shift to attract, to retain our customers, those cloud providers, and wrestle with their buying processes and get used to how they buy things. So it has been a tremendous shift across the board for us in terms of both our customers and the way that they buy.
I think the private and the public cloud, I think everybody wants to have a public cloud right now, and it brings in more innovation. It gives opportunities for new entrepreneurs to experiment with new apps and apps that can be hosted on the cloud and that's not really hogging up data space in the network. So I think the innovation in cloud, the accessibility to the cloud, I think it's going to be driving a lot of innovation in the future.
Well, to pick up on Kanchana's point there, private and public, I think we're going to be living very quickly in a multi-cloud world. So you're going to have maybe some private cloud in your infrastructure. You're going to have maybe one, maybe two public cloud providers, AWS, Azure, whatever. And then you'll have software as a service from Salesforce or Oracle or whoever it may be. And so how do you manage all of that? How do you know where your workloads are? How do you secure all that data? It's going to become kind of an orchestration challenge. So it brings a lot of opportunity for agility, but it also brings some complexity that has to be managed.
Well, yeah, absolutely. In terms of security, I mean, I think the innovators are not really worrying about it. Like you say, the consumers say, bring it on. We don't care about the security piece of it. But I guess in terms of, business owners and product owners, we all obviously have to center our development and our innovation around security.
From our perspective, private and public cloud, right? Very different things, very different customers. And it does create challenges in the business that we have to resolve. Do we follow what the public cloud is doing? Do we follow what those that want a more secure private cloud are doing? Everybody wants to take advantage of the cloud, but it means a lot of different things from a supplier perspective. And so that introduces business challenge and reward as well when we get it right.
Are you finding that your positions are evolving as well, and especially you, Kanchana, as CEO? Are you finding that you're having to, where you were headed, you're having to sort of turn a little bit of different direction because of the transformation that's happening so quickly?
Oh, absolutely. It's a complete competence change. I mean, like he was telling earlier on, it's not like your salesperson can go there and, offer a few things that you're doing. It is more like, how are you aligning with me? It's more like, don't follow the puck, but be where the puck is going to be in 2020. So, we have to really think ahead of the game and again, align, be agile, be flexible, and be innovative and co-create. I think that's become a very important aspect of everything we do is co-create and be there for the innovation that is coming.
Any changes you two are seeing?
Well, yes, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Juniper, and so everything marketing is now all digital. And so the good news is we're sitting on a mountain of data. We know more about our customers than we ever have before. But that means they're demanding, I think, more personalized experiences. I mean, they want us to meet on their terms, and they may come to our website, but they may actually go get their information from a search or from a third party. And so we have to figure out where they're going to be, give them relevant information, and then make sure that we can kind of, again, be that in that consultative mode for as long as they want to be there. They may never engage a salesperson. They may buy from us directly. They may buy from one of our partners. So the good news is we have that 360-degree view now. We just have to make the most use of it because the competitive battleground now is going to be that customer experience because they have customers have such access to information.
And I think also all of us together are using a lot of analytics. So, prescriptive and predictive analytics to help the customers in terms of what the consumer is thinking. So, network performance, consumer performance, expectations, device expectations. When you really look at the IoT industry with, in the enterprise especially, and, connected cars, connected devices, it is becoming more and more important for us to use that advanced analytics to bring in those predictive models and help our customers, stay ahead of the curve.
Excellent. Well, the transformation continues. Thank you very much, all of you, for being with us today. And for those of you who are interested in sharing your insights, we'd like to hear your feedback. Just reach out to us on Facebook and Twitter. Of course, you can always go to tianow.org for more videos. Thanks for watching.